Mark thought it was harmless. A quick coffee with Sarah, an old colleague, to catch up. Innocent laughter turned into shared frustrations about work and family. Soon, Mark found himself looking forward to these harmless breaks. He justified the growing emotional connection as just friends. But one evening, one shared bottle of wine later, the line blurred. Mark crossed the point of no return, betraying his wife and the sanctity of his vows. What started as a casual coffee date had become a life-altering mistake, leaving his marriage in ruins. We've all heard stories like Mark's. They serve as stark reminders that adultery often begins in the most unassuming places, disguised as harmless interactions. The danger lies in the seemingly insignificant moments that chip away at the foundation of a marriage. A casual lunch with a co-worker, a late-night text conversation with an old flame, or even an innocent flirtation online can quickly escalate into something more sinister. It's in these seemingly harmless interactions that the seeds of infidelity are often sown. The problem is, we often fail to recognize the danger until it's too late. We convince ourselves that we're in control, that it's just harmless fun. But the truth is, these seemingly insignificant interactions can be like cracks in a dam. What starts as a trickle can quickly become a raging torrent, sweeping away everything in its path. Adultery doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process, a slippery slope that starts with small, seemingly insignificant choices. It's the neglected conversation with your spouse, the unanswered phone call, the emotional distance that grows between two people who once promised to love and cherish each other. It's the slow fade of intimacy, both physical and emotional. It's the lack of effort, the taking for granted, the assumption that the grass is greener on the other side. These are the cracks in the foundation of your marriage. And if left unattended, they will widen and deepen until the entire structure crumbles. Think of it like a ship slowly drifting off course. At first, the deviation is barely noticeable, but without correction, the ship will find itself miles away from its intended destination. The same is true in marriage. Small acts of indiscretion, if left unchecked, can lead to a complete breakdown of trust and commitment. Let's be clear. Adultery is a choice. It's not an accident, a mistake, or a momentary lapse in judgment. It's a series of deliberate decisions that lead to the ultimate betrayal. It's choosing to entertain thoughts of someone else. It's choosing to engage in conversations and activities that cross the line of appropriate behavior. It's choosing to prioritize your own selfish desires over the commitment you made to your spouse. Adultery starts in the heart. It begins with a seed of discontent, a longing for something more, a belief that you're not getting what you deserve in your marriage. And instead of addressing these feelings with your partner, you seek validation and fulfillment elsewhere. This is not to say that every marriage is perfect, or that every challenge can be overcome. But it does mean that when you choose to be married, you are choosing to fight for your relationship, to work through the tough times, and to remain committed even when it's hard. You are choosing to honor your vows, to cherish your partner, and to keep your heart focused on the one you love. Section 4. Building walls of protection around your marriage. Protecting your marriage from the threat of infidelity requires proactive effort and a commitment to safeguarding your relationship. It's about building walls of protection around your marriage. Walls that are rooted in trust, respect, and unwavering commitment. First and foremost, communication is key. Talk to your partner. Share your feelings, your needs, your fears. Be honest about your vulnerabilities and your temptations. Create a safe space where you can be open and vulnerable with each other without judgment. Set boundaries in your interactions with others, especially those of the opposite sex. Avoid situations that could lead to temptation. Be mindful of your online activity and the messages you send. Remember, what may seem harmless can quickly escalate in the digital world. Prioritize your marriage. Make time for each other, even when life gets busy. Schedule regular date nights. Plan romantic getaways. And never stop courting one another. Remember, a healthy and vibrant marriage requires constant nurturing and attention. Section 5. The enduring power of a covenant kept. In a world where instant gratification often trumps long-term commitment, staying true to your marriage vows is a powerful testament to the strength of your love. It's a daily choice, a conscious decision to prioritize your relationship and to navigate life's challenges together, hand in hand. Remember, a successful marriage is not about finding the perfect person. It's about two imperfect people choosing to love each other unconditionally, flaws and all. It's about weathering the storms together, celebrating the victories together, and never giving up on the promise you made to each other. So fight for your marriage, guard your hearts, and choose to honor the sacred covenant you made to your spouse. Because in the end, the enduring power of a covenant kept is a reward far greater than any fleeting moment of pleasure or escape.